Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And the Badgers will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So USC's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Oh, what a move! The Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Badgers want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got his man out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first. your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hills. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it first and goal with the 1. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
To throw, it's Hills. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The Badgers will call on their punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And on 2nd down for this offense. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He'll set up to throw. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
And the Badgers want to move quickly. From the shotgun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Hills. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block, and the returner will be knocked down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The inside handoff. And he'll be brought down. They have it at the 43. 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're 3rd and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC! He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive line. Take him out to dinner.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick when you go to.
After the misfire now on second down. To the air, it's Hill. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to find his man on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Good right down the boulevard. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime. You riled yourselves up.
He's loose. Hits him with a stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a hit.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did before.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks to the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And now on second down for this offense. Steps away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Trojans are on the move. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great bat. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 11 to Texas A&M. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Hills. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
And the Badgers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The give to the lone running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
37. Now, 4th down.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Try to get it on the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's going to take off. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
4th down coming up.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it.
Just steamrolling the defense. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Offense in a split backfield. To the ground with the back. Makes his man miss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle at Stevens. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Davison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 10.
The returner will field it and try to do some business.
The return.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You know, you... Toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a...
He's going for it all. He's got it on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, USC. And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This drive will open from the 15. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams that they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He'll bring it back. It's Duarte. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if...
And the ball's on the ground. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet,
wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And it's slipped out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
and man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,